Ian from RTO here. Welcome to another classic album. And during the month of October, I thought we'd look at albums that were in the Rolling Stones magazine's great albums. We always refer to them in all sorts on this channel. So I thought I'd go through the decades. So I'm going to start off in the 2000s, and we're going to work our way. We're not going to. I'm going to go up to as far as the 60s on this one. So today we're going to look at an album by Beck. Now Beck's full name is Beck David Hansen, and Beck is spelt B-E-C-K, but he was born Beck without a C, and it's David Campbell. He was born in 1970, and it's American. Singer-songwriter, record producer, and he rose to fame in the early 1990s with this experimental and lo-fi style. He didn't just do one genre. He sort of intermingled things from folk, soul, hip hop, electronic, alternative music, country, and psychedelia. So he all had it mixed up. Very successful. He released 14 studio albums, a few non-album singles, and a book of sheet music. So this is a multi-talented guy. Now the album that we're going to talk about today is the album that reached number 17 on Rolling Stone's list of the best 100 albums of the 2000s. And it's the 2002 album Sea Change, recorded in Los Angeles over a 2-month period. The album features themes of heartbreak, desolation, solitude and loneliness, because he'd split up with his then long-term girlfriend. Yeah, another one that airs his relationship on a record. I always feel sorry for the person that it's written about, because it's not, I'm not into that, airing my own things in public. So we got Beck, who sings, of course. He plays guitars, plays lots of things, banjos, wurlitzers, and etc. Justin Medell Johnson, again, he plays bass and upright bass, glockenspiels and pianos. Roger Joseph Manning Jr. plays keyboards, backing vocals, harmoniums, and an Indian banjo. Smokey Hummel, guitars, bamboo saxophone, listen, mega mouth, what the hell is, and tape recorder, so he plays a tape recorder. Joey Waronker, good drummer with quite a few people. He plays drums and beatbox. Also James Gadsunderson drumming. Got Jason Faulkner on electric guitars and percussion. Nigel Goodrich on keyboards and percussion. And cello was done by Susie Katayama. So the first track on here is called The Golden Age. It's nice, but I wouldn't put this as my opening track of an album, because it just sort of sets, this is going to be, if this is it, this is going to be the droll, dreary sound, and it's a good track, but not one that I would put as my number one track. You see, Paper Tiger, the next track, it should have been, because it's got a little bit more depth to it, some nice guitar work on it. It's a great vocal, and I do like that track. It's not too bad. Guess I'm Doing Fine. It is very soulless for me. Boring. I don't want to hear about other people's woes. He's not the first person to have a breakup, and he won't be the last. Oh, sorry, that's how I feel about that one. Lonesome Tears is now next track. Better song. Now this should have been the opener. It's got a little bit more beat to it. It's got some lovely textures on this and sounds. Probably the best one on the album. I think it should have been the album opener. Lost Cause. It's all right. Again, it's the lyric content, very personal. Airing my laundry in public. Now, not for me. End of the day, another lifeless track. It really just plod along. When's this ending? And it's 5 minutes long. It's just far too long. It's all in your mind. One of the better tracks on here. It's quite bright. It's got some nice layers and textures. Quite like that track. Round the Bend. The song that sounds round the bend. 2 minutes of it is pretty good, and then it just gets worse as the track goes on. Another track that's just 2 minutes too long. It's not very good after the first 3 minutes. Already Dead. It's got a bit of a beat to it. I like that. It's pretty good. Sunday Sun. This sounds more like the stuff he did in the 90s, that upbeat and experimental sound. It's a really good track, actually. Little One. Again, another very good track. It's a little bit upbeat. The upbeat tracks on here are really good, and I like that. That's a really nice song. Side of the Road. We go back to the dreariness. This album starts dreary and ends dreary. Okay, what did Rolling Stone say about this album to make it number 17 then? So, the critic was David Frickel, and he wrote, Sea Change was the best album Beck has ever made. And it sounds like he paid dearly for the achievement. Rolling Stone actually said this was the best album of 2002. My God, there are much better albums in 2002 than this. In 2012, the album was ranked at 436 on the magazine's greatest list of albums of all time. I wouldn't have even put it in my top 1,000. Yes, as I've said, it made number 17 on the list of the best 100 albums in the 2000s. So let's have a look at the review scores of the magazines, what they thought of it. Now, AllMusic gave it a 5 out of 5. Bienda gave it a 4 out of 5. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B+. The Guardian only gave it 3 out of 5. The NME 6 out of 10. Pitchfork 6.9. Q gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Rolling Stone gave it a 5. Spin gave it a 9 out of 10. The Village Voice gave it a B. How did it do? How did the fans react to it? Well, it got to number 1 in the Norwegian album charts. UK albums number 20 and number 8 on the US Billboard 200. And Rolling Stone still said this is one of the best albums of 2002. An album that only reached number 8 on the Billboard is not the best, never going to be the best album. Number 20 here. There's no certifications for it, no discs, platinum or anything. So I don't understand. There's 5 songs on this album that are really good, and the rest are boring. The lyrics, it's just seems like that it's wandering around in his self-pity. I know people react to breakups differently, but I don't want to hear 6 songs about it. 1, yes, but not half an album. I really don't know how this made number 17 or the best album to that, in their opinion. I really don't, because it's not. If I was to rank this, it'd be in the lower part of the Beck, and it is dreary. You know, he made far better albums than this, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 5 out of 10, purely for them 5 songs that are really good. Okay, that's all for today. What have we got for you tomorrow? Well, we've got a viewer's request, and it's for the American-Canadian band Steppenwolf, led by Mr. John Kay, a really good band. And we've got a retro ranking tomorrow, and I'm going to pick my favourite songs by ZZ Top. I haven't done picking songs from my favourite bands for a little while, so I thought I'd do ZZ Top tomorrow. So that's all coming. And don't forget, this week is the first round of Battle Royale. If you want to vote in this, go and listen to the 2 shorts of the 2 albums. And one of them is Remember Tomorrow by Nectar. that was suggested by Seb. So go and have a listen to that. And the album it's going to go is Ralph, who lives in Italy. He's an expat living in Italy, and he chose to put in the competition the album Journey Escape. And all these people have taken part. They are playing for, if you get to the semi-final, they get a mug. But if you win this, part of being voted the best album by people on the channel, you get an exclusive t-shirt that features our Rocky. Yeah. So that's all for today. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.